just keep coming at us all week long. And if you're wondering what might be some of the hottest, I brought five stocks that are, red hot right now on everybody's radar. One of them might be a surprise because I don't think I've called it hot for years. But what is it? Let's take a look at these five stocks and see. The first hot stock is one we all know, Mastercard, ticker MA. Are you kicking yourself for not buying it a couple of years ago? I know I am. I do not own it. It only has that one miss there in 2020 during the pandemic. Otherwise, it's got a great earnings surprise track record, and the stock is breaking out on anticipation of the economic reopening globally. So MasterCard just keeps trucking just like Visa and growing that business, entering into new areas that's not just on the side of the credit card, but electronic, digital payment systems, all of that. So MasterCard, one to watch this week. Then we're going to switch over to the tech side with Twilio. Now, I feel like Twilio just doesn't get the love as one of the popular stocks. I mean, look at this earnings chart. Huge beats every quarter. They're like killing it. And yet it's not really on the lips of all the stock twits investors and, on CNBC or even here at Zacks. But I'm showing it some love this time because it does have one of the best charts. It did have that big pullback here in 2021 that looks like it was a buying opportunity because it's trying to get back to that all-time high here. Will it do it on this earnings report? This is going to be a hot one. Then we're switching over to Deckers. I bring this one nearly every quarter. It's got the great earnings surprise track record too, with just that one miss back in 2017. But a lot of investors forget about just how good some of these retailers can be. And when they have a hot product and they're doing everything like there should be as a good retailer, both online and in the stores, and they have strong brands, this chart is the result. Breaking out to new all-time highs here in 2021. They're the makers of UGG, and shoes always do well coming out of a recession. So Deckers got several popular brands other than UGG even that are killing it. And so when you get that, you get the big beats and you get the breakout. So this is definitely one to watch on the retail side this week. Then we're going to switch it back over to social media. Now this chart maybe not quite as hot here in 2021. It's been a roller coaster ride as Pinterest is a Cathie Wood stock. And it sold off when a lot of the hotter growth names sold off earlier in this year. But those were buying opportunities. I own this one in my own personal portfolio, and I was adding to my positions on some of the weakness here. But they have warned that 2021 is kind of a rebuilding year as they roll out some new initiatives, especially on the shopping side, and they're entering into new markets, which is costing them some extra money and investment. So they've warned on that. Whether or not they're going to do better than what they've warned on remains to be seen. Whether or not we could see like a Twitter or a Snap type of quarter, we don't know, but this one's going to kind of be interesting here, and whether or not we're going to continue to see the big earnings beats like we've seen 4 quarters in a row. And now I'm bringing you the surprise stock of the hottest. Yes, I can't even believe I included this, but I have. ExxonMobil, ticker XOM. Its chart looks terrible, right? Until the lows there in 2020. Now we have 3 big beats in a row as crude has gone back above 70, both WTI and Brent at 3 to 4 year highs here. And that means good things for Exxon. Now, remember, Exxon also has the big chemical side. So that's a big significant business for them. And it does the refining and has the service stations. So gasoline demand is right now here in July the highest of 2021. It's still a little bit under 2019 pre-pandemic levels, but it's getting there. So that means good things for big oil, which is Exxon. So I like where the shares are going. It's had a nice big rally here in 2021, but it's kind of stalled out when we had those OPEC plus problems and when crude, sold off below 70 briefly here. but that should be in the rear view mirror here. Shares are still undervalued, looking at where crude is and where chemical prices are and gasoline prices and these other things. They are seeing the cash flows now. So this is definitely what I consider to be one of the hottest stocks right now, along with Chevron, ticker CBX. And these oil companies, hottest sector of 2021, we'll see if they can do it in the back half of the year as well. So with 1,000 companies reporting this week, it's hard to keep track of everything that's going on. I always use the Zacks earnings calendar, which is on Zacks.com, to kind of see who is reporting and then to check who is actually beat, because it's updated as soon as those numbers rotate in. So be sure to check out that earnings calendar on Zacks.com and all of our earnings information, all of our articles on the earnings tab at the top of Zacks.com. And I'll be bringing you the videos all earnings season long. So get those at Zacks.com/YouTube or on Zacks.com and our Twitter feeds. Get them somewhere, and I'll see you again next time with some more earnings charts.